got the sound. I got levels over here. So we are live. Yes, sir. Turn me up a little bit. Because I have got a bombshell for the American people. Okay. I might get my Alex Jones impersonation. The Chi-Coms are trying to take over the American people. George Soros, Bill Gates, and Joe Biden, sleepy Joe Biden, they're in bed with the Chinese Communist Party. We will not take the knee and take it raw from the Chi-Coms. Hail the Republic. Oh my God, brother. I was blasting this stuff in the parking lot the other day. If you live in Williamsburg, you will be bullhorned. If I catch you walking down a bike track with a mask on, you will be bullhorned. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
This is the real Greg Kelly Show. We are coming to you live. They want us all blind, dumbfounded, blind stricken. They want us fighting against each other and divided against ourselves. We refuse to induce ourselves with lies. I want to build a foundation, something to give us an idea. Nobody asked me, but I'm going to share it with you. The real Greg Kelly Show.
All right, America. Yes, it is the real Greg Kelly Show. I'm your host, Greg Kelly. It is Sunday, November 22nd, the year 2020, and socialism is steadily, eagerly trying to take the rights of these people in these here United States. I am trying to tell y'all that this interview is going to be the bomb. Starting off, InfoWars, massive bombshell. Supreme Court is preparing to certify Trump's re-election. This is epic shit. And I do mean epic. Epic. And I'm going to tell you why it's epic. Atlanta, Georgia, they felt the wrath of the American people. Washington, D.C. felt the wrath of the American people. All of the 5 swing states, I'm giving you a warning. You will feel the presence of the American peace-loving patriots of America. Live, real time, and in the flesh. Don't mess around and get bullhorn. I might do my Alex Jones impersonation today because I tell you, I picked up a bullhorn just so I can bullhorn people who are simply useful idiots. Yeah. It's a crying damn shame. It is really a crying shame. But let's get into this. The Real Greg Kelly Show. Like, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll know anytime that I go live and drop a new video. After this video, I'm going to put some links in the description section. Make sure you go see for yourselves, man. I am just so blown away. Oh, my God. By people who simply won't read, man. Oh, it's like, Jesus Christ. You will listen to CNN tell you a bunch of lies night and day, and as soon as you get smacked in the face with something that's opposite of a CNN talking point, you herald that person or that source of information as a conspiracy theorist. I mean, like, do we need to go any further into election results being rigged? I mean, you have got to be kidding me, man. Whew. Let me take a few deep breaths. Lord God, don't y'all make me bull on you now. I will. But anyway, listen, this is epic. I just want you to look at this. I hope I can, get my controls ready over here because, man, I cannot contain the amount of information that's flowing night and day. It's too much. But there's a shadow ban project in the world today. So check this out. This article is on InfoWars. Supreme Court reassign conservatives, SCOTUS justices preside over battleground states. Whew. What? All right, so let me tell you what this means. You heard this on CNN. I know you did. If you listen to CNN or Microsoft's network, Bill Gates, who's on my list, I'll tell you about it later. Something needs to go down the American way. He's a traitor. He should get to business. And all my soldiers of old and my soldiers of today know exactly what I mean. Yeah. But this is what it looks like. Imagine being at a minor league baseball game, right? And there's a pitcher who really is from the minor leagues, but all the batters are from the majors. So this is what it looks like. It looks like the pitcher sucks because every fastball, curveball, knuckleball, sinker gets smacked out of the park. The fans going wild. Oh my God. Such great batting. But what they don't know is that the pitcher is a minor league pitcher and the hitters are from the big leagues. But now this reassigning of Supreme Court justices over these 5 swing states looks like this. In the 5th inning, the manager of the defending team slides in a major league pitcher. Oh boy. Now all of a sudden, the fastball ain't 75 miles an hour. It's 95 miles an hour. And all of a sudden, you start hearing stuff like this. Strike! Strike! You're out of here! What will happen? The major league batters don't look so major anymore. Things that make you say, These 5 swing states are run by Democrats. And the judges are Democratic. So the Trump administration decides to throw a 130,000 mile an hour curveball in the game. That's right. These low-level judges are no longer presiding over these cases. Major win for the Republic because they can no longer run their schemes unnoticed. Whew. You gotta love America. You gotta love Donald Trump. Even if you hate Donald Trump, you have to admit this is a brilliant move. Boy, I tell you, Sidney Powell and Giuliani and the young lady whose name continuously escapes me, you guys are doing epic shit. If you missed the press conference for all of my CNNers, hey, look, just go watch it. It's all over the place. Don't even listen to the commentary. Just watch it for yourself and see what they don't want you to see. Because what happens is when they're doing the narrating, they're trying to twist words and twist ideas to twist you, the American listener. But if you just listen without a bias, you will find out. As mainstream media outlets are reporting that, well, Sidney Powell didn't produce any tangible evidence. That's a damn lie. Bombshell after bombshell after bombshell. Ah! Boom. Hiroshima. I don't even know of another one I can call out. A big boom. But it is obvious. It's really obvious that they're lying to you. All right. Let's move on to other news in America. People, I have to tell you that all of this information, and it is massive, it can be explained in 4 minutes. Just one 4-minute segment. Let me get with my production team real quick. I do not have, wait a minute, I got it. User error. There we go. All right. Y'all probably didn't see nothing that I was just talking about, but bow down. There you go. Now you see. But anyway, this can be explained in about 4 minutes. Just give me a second to bring you in to the information that is rocking the world. Let's get into this part right here. Where in the world is that? Oh my God, are you serious? What'd I do with it? Did I lose it? Let's see. Let me pull this up here. Here we go. All right, I want you to listen to this. This is Alex Jones. He was out in Atlanta bullhorning people. I was in Williamsburg and other locations. Will not be disclosed here on the show. Bullhorning people. But I want you to listen to this. Let me bring up this timestamp here. I'm going to get into 2020. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. I put it up just a little bit, just so the American people can get a taste of this. This is like sweet potato pie with whipped cream on top on Thanksgiving Day. Gotta love it. All right, I'm just gonna play it from here. All right, so check this out. Okay, no evidence. I told you. They are lying. Like, why is this not on television? Why? Is anybody wondering why this is not on the news? Take a wild guess. America. Is big tech and big media hiding something from you? From us? All right, let me put this little tidbit in it. Have you ever wondered why mainstream media outlets have branded people like David Icke as a conspiracy theorist, Edward Snowden, a conspiracy theorist, an espionage agent? Not to mention the countless people the Clintons had assassinated because they had condemning evidence on them and their illegal operations. So why did they do this? Now, we do have a First Amendment. We do. We can say what the hell we want. But why are these people marked and being made a target, slandered in front of you all, the truth-seeking American people? I mean, does it make any sense? Why isn't CNN shadow banned, for crying out loud? They are some of the most prolific liars, man, in history. They lie and continue to lie. People pay them millions of dollars to lie. They even pay people millions of dollars to write scripts full of lies. For guess who? The American people. Alex Jones, Ike, Snowden, and the names of such like others of Blaze TV producer. Oh my God, I continue to forget his name. Forgive me for that. I mean, he used to work for Fox. I listen to him almost every night, but I can't remember his name. It'll come back to me. Blaze TV, though, you know who I'm talking about. Damn, I'm getting old. Like, I really forgot. All right, somebody, look, from my production team, somebody help me out. Who the hell am I talking about? I mean, you can tell me. Glenn Beck. Holy Jesus. Whew, okay. Even Glenn Beck is on that shadow bandit list, man. But anyway, back to the interview. Signatures need to be verified, America. I mean, do we not understand that if you don't verify a signature, I could be forging signatures, voting 1,000 times? It's just unbelievable, man, that people would say, oh, that's not fraudulent. That's voter suppression. Are you kidding me, man? Unbelievable bull hockey. Doo-doo. It is sick. I'm moving on. Listen. Wow. Now, how in the hell can there be more votes than there are registered voters? Nah, but there's no voter fraud, man. That's a conspiracy theorist. theory. I'm sorry. I'm a work in progress. Work with me. Yeah. But is that not voter fraud? Like, let's get to the simplest form of voter fraud. A dead person that has a ballot cast. I mean, Joe Biden has got to be one of the most powerful gaffe artists in the history of mankind. If he can gaffe his way into resurrecting the dead, to cast a ballot for him. That's a bad brother there. God almighty knows. Woo! The man can bring back the dead. And then tell them who to vote for. And it happens. Boy, I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. That man got more power than Jesus. Joe Biden, gaffe artist. I want y'all to listen to this. The topic I'm going to give this segment right here, election fraud. It is rigged, America. What? No voter fraud. Michigan, voter fraud. Socialism taking over. This is the battle for the republic. They cheated America. They cheated. They don't want you to know the truth. We are not afraid. Do I need to say any damn thing else? Bombshell after bombshell of truth. I don't need to say nothing else. I could end this broadcast right now. With what you just saw, I think you should be able to come to the realization that this election was rigged. If there is any American that says there is no evidence of voter fraud, you're not just blind. Someone has cut your eyeballs out. And they pulled your eardrums out of your ears. Because whether you saw it, whether you heard it, there is no denying that voter fraud, election rigging, backdoor hacking took place. Donald Trump was kicking major league ass in every single one of those 5 swing states. And all of a sudden, this announcement was made. We're going to stop counting. We will resume tomorrow. But now this is interesting. If they stop counting around 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, how in the hell, when we woke up at 6 a.m. in the morning, Joe Biden had taken massive strides to taking the lead if they had stopped counting? Somebody please tell me, how do vote counters count in their sleep? Oh, maybe the machines kept counting. Did anybody say, Now they stopped counting, but before the world wakes up, 200,000 votes for Joe Biden. Nobody but Joe Biden. No other Democrat or Republican circled in the ballot box. Just Joe Biden. And this has been reported. CNN reported 130 ballots in Michigan, all Joe Biden, as though the American people are stupid enough to believe that 100,000 plus ballots came in after hours and not one of them was for Donald Trump. I can't even do this no more. I got to move on. Woo! The Real Greg Kelly Show. If it get any realer, you're going to think of Michael Jackson Thriller. Yeah. The zombies are trying to take over. Socialists are trying to take over. It will not happen on Donald Trump's watch. Let's get into this right here. You saw Sidney Powell here, and I'm just going to read a quote. The last 2 sentences she made, or statements she made, in that beautifully choreographed video shot out to InfoWars. Quote, "This is essentially a new American revolution," Powell said. "It's a foul mess. It's further, wider, and deeper than any of us ever thought." I'm going to end the quote there. but I'm going to requote. It's further, wider, and deeper than any of us imagined. Let me take a second here I want to give a shout out to some of the beautiful people, patriots, veterans of America who support the Real Greg Kelly Show, who interact with me during the week. I've got to let it be known. Let me call out some of my people. I love y'all. Thank you for reaching out to me. I appreciate your dialogue, your input, and I promise you that I will begin to make some of the posts, share some of the posts that you share with me on the Real Greg Kelly Show via inbox. Kathy Devine, I'm going to call her Kathy Divine. Because to be honest, I don't know how to pronounce it. It might be Devine, or it might be Divine. But Divine just sounds so awesome. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for your input, all the attachments you send me. My fellow veteran, George Thomas, I love you, brother. Thank you for what you share. Sandra Vineyard, for all of the videos and interaction that you put forth. You inspire me to research and to dig deeper, and I thank you. Josephine Morrow, God bless you, sister. Daniel Sabisky, Justin Cooper, you know I love you, Justin. Forever, brother. We go way back. Sharon Riley, Marty Jones, Paula Warren, Tracy Josta. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. It's Jasuta. Y'all have to forgive me on that one. If I messed that up, Tracy, don't charge it to my heart. Charge it to my head. I appreciate it. Paul Porter, Brett Mark, Dorinda Hampton, Joyce Tucker. I'm not even going to try Randy's last name. Is oh, my God. Randy Riffenstein. I love all of you. My cousin Sybil, thank you for reaching out, sweetheart. I love you. I miss you. I hope I see you soon. Woo. The Real Greg Kelly Showers. I love y'all. Let me get it back into this. She said it was wider and deeper than anything anybody could have ever imagined. Okay. With that statement being made, I want to show you something. Now, look at this. Okay. Shout out to the Epic Times. You guys are epic. Epic. What you do at the Epic Times makes America great, makes journalism great. All right, the timeline of Fisa abuse. Just give me a minute to scroll down. I'm not going to talk about this. I just want you to see the massive web of people that were involved in this hoax. Look at this. This is like a web of Chi-Coms. They're trying to take over America. Shout out to Alex Jones, InfoWars, Owen Schroeder. Y'all be kicking ass, man. Just look at this, though. Date by date. Statements, events on a timeline. It's almost like an empire within an empire. Like she said, this is deeper, wider than anybody could have ever imagined. I mean, just look at this. There she is, old hag, Hillary Clinton. Special place in hell for people like that. As you can see, It is massive. Massive. The hypocrisy of the left is massive. I just want to talk about one thing. Listen to this. Like, why is the president conceding? This is treasonous, and never before in history have we ever had a president that will not concede. Al Gore, people. Does anybody remember the 2000 election? Did the Democratic nominee concede? What was it, like 37 days? I mean, we're still in the month of November, by the way. So this is nothing new, really. So can you conclude that what CNN said, we've never had a president that wouldn't concede. This is something that's historically unconstitutional. I guess they forgot about Al Gore. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Does anybody remember Hillary Clinton? Obama? Nancy Pelosi? Did they not say that if they lose, they were not going to concede? All right, hold on. Here's Hillary Clinton. Joe Biden should not concede under any circumstance. Under any circumstance, Joe Biden should not concede. I mean, Nancy Pelosi just put it out there like this. It doesn't matter what happens. We are going to inaugurate our president, even if we have to escort him from the White House. I don't know what kind of drugs they got her on. She got the shakes or something. But this is hypocrisy. The states will succeed, and we will have our own inauguration of a duly elected president. If you recall, the grotesque Nancy Pelosi. Need I say more? So for those who support the left, I'm not upset with you. All I'm asking is that you read. Look at something other than, left-wing mainstream media. You might get a glimpse of the truth. Okay. Now, I want to show you this right here. Because if this isn't a reference to what the left have in their plans, nothing else is. The Georgia Guidestones. I'm not even going to get into what these are just yet. I'm going to let an expert on them explain it to you. But I want to read 10 commands that are on these stones. This is weird because it kind of makes me say, man, there's 10 commandments written on stones. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Stone tablet, 10 commandments on them. Oh, y'all don't know about that. Because they took them out of the halls of justice in America. But anyway, I'm going to look at this here, and I want to read this to you. There are 10 commands on these stones, and then I'm going to let Alex Jones tell you what they're about. Commandment number 1. I mean, this stuff makes my stomach. I think I got gas. Oh, Lord. Communist gas. Socialist gas. I could say something else that rhymes, but I'm on the air, so I'm not going to do that. All right, commandment number 1. Maintain humanity under 500,000 in perpetual balance with nature. What does that sound like? Could it be population control? Number 2, guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. I feel like I've heard that before. Or something similar. Could that be eugenics? Number 3, unite humanity with a living new language. That sounds familiar too. 4, rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Number 5, protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Number 6, these kind of go together. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. A world court. Not a local court, but a world court. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Remember when people said that the ideology of a new world order, a global government, was a conspiracy theory? I wonder why they would say that. Number 7, avoid petty laws and useless officials. Useless officials. Number 8, balance personal rights with social duties. A social duty. Does that sound like socialism? Perhaps. Or maybe I'm just, going too far. Number 9, prize truth, beauty, love, speaking harmony with the infinite. The infinite. I wonder what that is. Here's the kicker. Number 10, do not be a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. I say again, leave room for nature. People, it's like, we don't really have to be rocket scientists to get this. All right, I'm just going to let Alex explain what this all means. I have a link to a webpage that you can go and see for yourselves. It is right here. It is the GeorgiaEncyclopedia.org. So I didn't make this up, people. I'm not fake news. I'm not a socialist. I don't want to take over. I just want you to see the truth. Okay? Listen to this. Judge for yourselves. Forced depopulation. Now, I just want rational thinking American people in real time to ask yourself, could COVID-19 possibly be a depopulation project? I'm going to throw 3 things out there, and then I'm going to let this tape roll. Okay? Just listen to this. Research was being conducted at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. It was called gain of function research. I emphasize that because I want all of you to research what gain of function research is. It was going on American soil, funded by who? Dr. Fauci. Do your homework. Don't believe me. Sometime shortly after that, the research was considered to be absurd. Absolutely absurd. So guess what happens? Shut down the laboratory in North Carolina, and it lands in Wuhan, China. And guess who else we see in Wuhan? Obama, Fauci. Don't take my word for it. Go research it. Gain of function research, funded by who? Dr. Fauci, and the president on Chinese soil in Wuhan, in the very lab Dr. Fauci was funding to discover how to make bat coronavirus transmittable from one human to another. And then all of a sudden, there's an outbreak of coronavirus from the very lab funded by Dr. Fauci. Do your research. Keep listening. Oprah Winfrey said the same thing. And then Malthus, 270 years ago, 250 years ago, said we should kill the poor, we should spread disease, we should pack them into tiny little coffin-like apartments in London. There's too many people. Black Lives Matter founders worship Mao. I hope y'all are putting the pieces together. Keep listening. This is the excuse of the elites to rule over the population. And then you had the social Darwinists at the turn of the last century, 1900, and the robber barons. And that was only a shadow. That was all just the beginning. That was all the testing. We were there showing you the shape of their plans, showing you the books they wrote, the quotes they put out about depopulation. Prince Philip, Charles, all saying we need to cut the world economy off, we need less consumption. They said 10 years ago, the Rockefeller Foundation, Operation Lockstep, we'll use a global threat of a virus to kill civilization and collapse the third world and collapse the first world. And now we're told it never ends. So all of that was the buildup to where we are, moving from Plato, right here, 2,000 plus years ago. Over the ages, all the slavery, all the wars, and all the way up in time. 550 years ago, we finally have the Renaissance and real Christian ideas and egalitarianism to build up humanity, to take care of the poor, to have running water. And that actually created our golden age. But they're deciding to go back to what Plato wanted. And that's where we are. We're not in the shadow of this anymore. We're not in the planning phase. We're now in the future. In those evil visions of the past, now manifesting in the year 2020. So tell me, how in the world were they supposed to pull this off? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Real Greg Kelly Show. Let me break it down for you. It's called this. Are you ready? Take a deep breath. COVID-19. I mean, my God. I mean, how much further in the past do we need to look to see that these people have been trying to bring us into slavery using disease for the last 100 years? And now finally, they have the right combination of strands of coronavirus, highly contagious, not lethal at all, unless you're 78 years of age and beyond. It's so contagious that everybody may possibly test positive. We know that the PCR tests are not accurate. They're inflating numbers. Now this so-called new outbreak, really it's nothing but the flu. Look at how many people die every year from the flu. There are no flu numbers right now. Just all disappeared. Miraculous. Oh, man, look, I'm tongue-tied. There are no flu numbers. All COVID-19. If you get in a car crash and you die, they say you tested positive for COVID-19. Which does not mean you die from COVID-19. You die from the impact of the car crash. Oh, but they're going to squeeze that. He tested positive for COVID-19. And they're going to add that death to COVID-19 statistics. America, please wake up. Please see what's happening. It's written on a brick stone. It's not even a brick. It's a massive granite stone what their plans are. Keep listening. That's eugenics all day. Yeah, right. The United Nations? I thought we were the United States of America. But the socialists are trying to bring us to our knees to worship a one world leader who is in charge of a one world government. America, we are under attack. And I think in my last broadcast, I told you about siege. They want to squeeze our resources, shut down our economy, and take our rights, our constitutional rights. I got to move on. I'm fighting the clock over here. I just want you to see this, though. I'm going to cut this short just a little bit. I want you to see it. Alex Jones just mentioned it. Listen to Mr. Schwab. He's a demon in disguise. I mean, what is it with these old dudes that look like they're devil worshipers, sons of Satan, that have these evil, wicked plans to depopulate the earth and tell you what you can and can't do, where you can and can't go. So they cook up this, this ridiculous virus. This virus is killing everybody. So they can tell you, you can't leave your house. You can't go to work, the grocery store. Just sit back and trust us. Well, I don't think it's going to happen over here. Listen to this. Okay, I got a technical difficulty here, but I'm going to keep rolling with it. If you didn't hear any of the video, that just means that we're working over here. But you can go back and watch these videos for yourselves. And I'm going to keep on rolling because this is the Real Greg Kelly Show. And that's just what I do. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my production team. Too Rich to Miss. That's a smart brother. Sugar Baby 1010 is in the house. Rafiq is working on some things. Just going to get a shout out to the team. They do a great job. All right. I'm going to play this video. And somebody give me some feedback. Let me know if you hear the video. The audio and the video. I think we've already concluded that it's not being heard. I apologize. Matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get to this article on the COVID-19. I will put the links in the description section so you can go check those out on your own. Research, America. You got to research. You owe it to yourself to shut your TV off. CNN. You fill in the blank for yourself. All right, so the new COVID-19 hoax, and the hoax is the lockdown, because this is unbelievable shiznick, okay? These people in Australia are being told that they don't even live in Australia. I mean, brother, listen. Imagine traveling to a country, right? You on vacation. You get there, and they tell you, you can't leave for 2 weeks. Okay. I can get that. All right. So they want to test everybody, make sure everybody's safe. But now it's time to go, and it says here, travelers trapped in Australia, they screamed from a hotel after being ordered into another 2 weeks of quarantine. Not the original 2 weeks. They cannot leave Australia. They are being held captive by the Australian government under the guise of COVID-19 protocols and quarantines. Unreal. See, it ain't hit home yet. It ain't struck you in your heart yet because it hasn't happened here yet, but I'm warning you now. It's coming. Let's check this out. Look at this. People in their hotels and can't leave. Today, and it's starting to look a lot like a prison state, using COVID as the excuse. I mean, they are violating these people's rights not the constitutional rights of Australia, but simply being human, I would have lost my effing mind. I go visit your country, and you somehow have the authority to tell me I can't leave. I haven't broken any laws, committed no crimes, but I can't go because you say so. I mean, you got to be kidding me. I'm just giving you glimpses here. I'm going to move on to this here because people getting tired of this. New York health authorities attempt to shut down gathering, and they're chased off by fed-up citizens. Let's go, America. A crowd of patriots stood their ground and chased off a group of New York health authorities after they tried shutting down their gatherings for violating COVID-19 guidelines. See, look, they should have a bullhorn and do something like this. I'm going to turn it down. I don't want to blow y'all heads off. COVID-19 is a hoax. We will not submit. And that's what they said. They refused to shut it down. Look, videos of Friday incident shows a large group of gym owners from Athletes Unleashed outside of Buffalo. They confront, I think it's Erie County Sheriff's deputies and the health department. This is what they did. This is what they said to them. I'm not going to show you the video, but this is what they said. Get out of here. We will not comply. We will not comply. I mean, that just sounds so bad to some people who are sitting in their homes, shaking in their boots about COVID-19. You know, they're walking through the neighborhood, walking their dogs with a mask on. Or they're in their car by themselves with a mask on. Because they are not going to spread that deadly disease to themselves. The absurdity level increases day after day